Joined now by Tina Griffin, the Counterculture Mom. Tina, so glad to see you here at the end of the week.
Hey, yes, and I'm going to have an encouraging segment with you today to help encourage parents to go to their local stores and strip some toys off the shelf this weekend.
Well, when you say strip toys, maybe we're dealing with strip toys. Take a look at the new Cardi B doll. There she is. If you, there you go, a little close up there. Now, I made the point before when you and I were talking before the show that if a white toy store like Mattel or somebody put that out as a generic black girl doll, I think there would be a lot of pushback about that. The impossibly narrow waist, the caricatureness of the eyes. I think there are a lot of people who would find this to be insulting, if not racist. The fishnet stockings as part of the costuming. This is what are we dealing with here with little girl ho doll? But because it's Cardi B, right? Now all of a sudden we're supposed to emulate this. Talk about that a little bit.
It's ridiculous. A lot of parents are fed up with the nasty role models out there for our young girls. There's actually a lot of positive role models. I'll get to that in a minute, but it really brings back my days of trying to witness and bring people to know the truth here and expose the lies on Vegas streets back when I was in Hollywood and would go to Vegas and try to talk to people to stop their stripper business. These celebrities are the last people we want our young girls to emulate, to grab a doll at 7, 8, 9 years old. The second they have one of these dolls in their hand, which literally she looks like a stripper, it's literally going to make our young girls want to dress and act and be the same way because they see Cardi B raking in millions of dollars doing these horrific videos like you and I launched our program talking about the WAP video in 2020 for Cardi B. She hardly had any clothes on. This is the problem with celebrities today. Young girls are now being given toys and marketed toys that a lot of their friends have, so they feel like they have to have it, and now they want to be just like these celebrities, rich, famous, and yet what happens is STI, a sexually transmitted infection, pregnant, and having abortions. It's such a facade.
Well, the real remarkable thing about that doll, if you go back to the packaging at the bottom, it says, you can't really read it very well, it says real girls are. So real girls are former prostitutes. Real girls who are most known for singing about the lubriciousness of their girl parts.
You know, it's very dangerous to even think about that because these young girls know what that stands for. It's the parents that don't have a clue. So to have these toys on the shelf, here's what I can say. Obviously, you don't want to have the toy. You don't want to get the toy. You want to do your research ahead of time. And you want to speak up. When people speak up and go to these different stores and say, I can't believe you have this kind of toy on your shelf, and they speak up, customer service does alert and call their manager and their boss. And toys were stripped off the shelf over the last 10 years of even me personally telling parents to do something about it and call in and sending out alerts through emails. We would see toys literally being taken off the shelf. So we can do something by speaking up, not just not buying it.
Well, and because of the new ridiculous laws like they're contemplating in California, even toy stores are not going to be able to have girl toy and boy toys without getting fined. So this may just as well go to your son as well as your daughter, right? And so the whole thing is, so the Cardi B doll is clearly a sex doll. In almost every sense of the word, it's a doll promoting reckless sexual behavior. Dr. Seuss, who 80 years ago drew some pictures of non-human creatures that the social justice crowd now says is racist, that's a bad influence for your kid. But Cardi B's okay. And speaking of bad influences, let's go to Billie Eilish here. God knows she's not a sex symbol. So what have they marketed her into? Some kind of a suicidal rage demon. Talk about her.
You pretty much nailed it right in the head. I mean, we've done alerts on her since she first came out. A lot of people didn't know about her. A lot of parents didn't, but she was huge in the underground type world of music. Now she's winning award after award at the music award shows. And Playmates Toys, of course, came out and say, hey, if other dolls are raking in millions of dollars and leading girls astray, why not throw Billie Eilish up on the screen and up in the toy store shelves? And that is exactly what she does. Her lyrics, it's demon possession that she sings about in her lyrics. There's one music video where she plays Lucifer and falls out of heaven onto the earth with these demonic wings. This is literally emulating one of her music videos. So kids playing this once again, they're going to be like, hey, this is so cool. I want to go check out the music video. Oh, really? Demon possession is pretty cool. I'm going to start doing Wicca and witchcraft and sorcery. And then we wonder why in America, millions of young people every single week are going skyrocketing in the witchcraft and sorcery department and not showing up at their local church.
This strikes me as sanitarium Barbie. I mean, literally, everything is stark white. She seems to be in some kind of a hospital gown. Her mascara is running down her face. All they need is the straitjacket. This is literally, it seems, this is metaphorically, I should say, sanitarium Barbie. And this is what when we're not marketing Cardi B and her prostitute past and her salacious songs from today and sex for little girls. Now we're marketing this, right? Demonism, anarchy, devil worship, suicide, and mental disturbance, right? This is what Hollywood thinks is your kids really need more of.
It's crazy. And here's what's wild. We just did an alert on our Counterculture Mom app about 3 weeks ago where Billie Eilish came out and said that she had issues with drugs in the past. So here's what they're doing. They're marketing a doll that literally is promoting young girls to get into witchcraft, sorcery, and drug use. And then Billie Eilish is saying, I hate drug use. I want to get out of it. My life has been nuts. Then why encourage young girls by giving them a doll that lands them up in the same pit that you're currently trying to get out of? It's crazy. Here's the science behind this, Dr. Duke. A study done by researchers in Brigham Young University in 2011 showed that sexualized song lyrics had an impact on the sexual behaviors and attitudes of children. It makes complete sense. The findings of the study showed that unhealthy sexual messages in music taught boys to be sexually aggressive and treat women as objects, while teaching girls that their value to society was to provide sexual pleasure for others. And yet, the Me Too movement in Hollywood with celebrities saying, don't look upon me as a sexual icon, well, you are doing it through the very toys that have your name on it on the store shelves. So how about we just stop that garbage and stop promoting a message that we then are telling people to stop treating us like? It's very twisted. It's very easily solvable. Just don't go out and buy the toys and speak up to your local company and say, get this off the shelf.
Feminism 2021. Don't let men objectify you, ladies. Well, women will do it for you. Let people know. Let people know, Tina, how they can access your information.
Download our Counterculture Mom app. We have 21 people pumping out content daily. You get tons of alerts, just like the one we talked about right here, 30 a week at least, and more through downloading this app and clicking on the premium section for $5 a month. You will be floored at the content you get in your hands. So the power is back in your hands and not what Hollywood has vying for your child's attention.